my name is Kel Bailey and welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button and like this video. Today we're going to be doing a song breakdown of my song Close. This song is featured on my latest record, Evidence. This is a ballad type of song that I wrote back in 2017. I just want to really take my time in this video. I feel like the past couple of breakdowns that I've done, I've kept it under 10 minutes. Now, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I really want to give you guys the secrets and give you guys the sauce behind this production. This is one of my favorite songs on the record, but let's break this song down. So the concept of this song, the goal of this song was to make this song feel live. Believe it or not, this song was cut in the studio. There's a live choir in here singing. We have a live crowd in here. It makes the song feel really, really alive and well, you know? But yeah, that was the concept of the song. I wanted this song to feel like a live recording. So let's break down this intro and I'll tell you some more about the inspiration behind this production because it's good. Let's do the intro. Let's check it out. So in the intro, we have I wanted a big intro. So we noticed that the drums come in leading the intro. This is my boy, Rob Riveling on drums. We got a big intro. He set up the intro really, really nice. Check this out. Playing his part. So we got the keys in there. The keys that I used is I used my Nord. We used Bright Grand. From the Nord, and I used the pad underneath, and then I used the MKS20 from Keyscape. Now I don't use this Keyscape software a lot. A lot of times I'll use my own EP2 or I'll use MK Sensations, but this record called for Keyscape MKS20. So the intro set up really, really nicely by the drums, and we got that melody line in here. So that's the intro right there. So that's the melody line. We have a loop in here as well. So I created this loop using some of my own samples, and then I use some Logic stuff. So we got this loop right here. Just a simple loop, nothing too crazy. And then we have bells in here. So the bells that I use, from what I remember, I know that I used this bell pad right here. And then I stacked it with J-pop along with new age bells from the YAMAHA motif. That's when I had my motif. Then we use Sweet Flute along with this record as well. So we got this melody line in here along with the strings going on. And with that melody line right there, we have strings in there. As I mentioned, we have a sine lead in here. That's definitely a sine lead from the YAMAHA motif. Then we have these main pads in here. I'm using Mosaic pad on this record. I'm using the M1 mountain pad blended with another pad. So that's really creating that atmospheric effect. So you have this pad underneath all of this, and it really just makes it feel good. So that's something that I'm really intentional with my records. You know, we have the keys as the main foundation. We have the auxiliaries coming in kind of as the icing on the cake. And then along with that main foundation is we have that main pad underneath kind of being the support to really make the song, you know, feel good. Another thing that I want to go over, we have a stack of guitars in here. This is my boy Morgan Burrs on guitar. Just a nice little harmony line, getting in and getting out. And then acoustic guitars. We use Contact. So this was a song that I wanted Morgan to actually record acoustic guitar, but I think it was a little outside of my budget. So this was a record that I said, let me pull up Contact and let me use the resources that I have. So what I did with this whole entire record with the acoustic guitar to make it sound real and to make it feel real, I mostly played the melody line with the acoustic guitar. So I didn't do a lot of chording and stuff on this record with the acoustic guitar. We did it in the intro, but as the song goes on, I'm doing a lot of melody stuff. We'll get to that. But that was a secret that I actually learned from actually cutting this record. I said, I'm going to play the melody line. Then we have the Josh Orr on organ. Josh Orr is incredible, but he did an incredible job cutting organ on the song. And we have my boy, my brother, Bird on bass. And that bass right there, I don't have any EQ. I don't have nothing going on. His bass just sounds good automatically like that, you know. And then another thing that kind of made this record feel really, really good. This is a pad soundscape in Logic. So what I did with this pad soundscape, I kind of tucked it in there in the intro. Sounds like air, you know. And all throughout the song, you can hear this in there, you know. Another thing that really, really made this record feel real. This is where the sauce is at in this record. I created a crowd effect in here. I found some samples that I could use. Part of this sample is from an actual live recording. The other part of these samples is actually from my church. So each week, you know, or not each week, but periodically throughout the month, I mix down my multi-tracks from service and I post them on YouTube. I found some audience noise on one of the church Sundays when I recorded. I found some audience noise from a Sunday or a Wednesday night service or something like that where the crowd was kind of going a little crazy. And I said, I can take that and put it in my actual record. So listen closely to what this is. This is actually from a random church service. So check this out. And if you listen closely, you can hear the preacher in there as well. You can hear like some keys faintly in the background as well. Listen. These are details that you don't get to listen to because you're not going to hear this on the actual record. It's in there, but it's not loud enough for you to can actually tell those details. So let's keep going. Let's go to the verses. This is verse 1 right here. Just keys right here, setting up the song. Loop, keys, and the singer singing. Another thing I like to do a lot is I like to keep the verses open as much as possible and give space to set up the song. Like if you elevate your song too fast and if you go to the mountaintop at the top of the song, then you have nowhere else to go. So one of the things I like to do is pace myself throughout a song like this, you know? And one of my homies one time asked me, he said, yo, what strings do you use? I am literally using Logic strings. This is actually from the GarageBand pack, but we're using orchestral strings right here. And I played this, I was thinking, how can I make this feel real, you know? This is the chorus really right here. So one of the things I really want to highlight right here, in this whole entire section right here, we have keys, loop, and then we have the lead singer, right? One of the things that you'll notice, I'm telling the story with my production. We bring in the auxiliary lines right here. And then on the following section, when the chorus comes in, I bring in a pad and then we bring in guitars. This is how we tell a story. We start adding elements slowly, you know? So we got a choir singer right here with a little bit of reverb going on. That is actually, shout out to VCU Gospel Choir, Black Awakening. They came to my house. Shout out to my boy Frankie. He gathered like maybe 9 or 10 students or so to come to my house. We recorded inside of my kitchen slash living room. And we did maybe, I don't know how many takes we did to achieve this full sound. But we probably did maybe 5 or 6 takes. I don't know. Don't give me the line, but we did quite a few takes to kind of achieve this sound. And then what I did with the choir, I blended some of the choir parts to the right, blended some of the choir parts to the left. I wanted this song to feel really live, so adding elements like that choir really makes it feel real, you know? Keeping that melody line in there. Then what you notice, we got those room mics in there at that particular spot right there. That's back from my church again. Speaking Spirit Ministries. Sounds real. Hear the preacher in there? You would never know that was on the actual record. You would never know. Change. So we're doing a crazy change right there. That feels really, really, really good right there. We did. That is a really, really fun change right there. That is actually me playing keys right there. When I record keys, I'm very intentional with what I play. And I just want the song to feel good, you know? Let's see what Josh did on organ right there. Got some automation right there. Let's go back. Hey, one more time. Let's add in guitars right there as well to see what we did. Let's add in loop in there. I haven't heard this song in a while. It's been a while since I've actually listened to this song. So that just feels really, really good. One more time. Let's add in BGVs as well. That's good right there. So on It's My Desire, what you're noticing that I'm doing is we're highlighting those lines. I can't stress this enough when I'm actually teaching gospel music production. What you want to do is find melodies within the song to highlight. We're not necessarily trying to reinvent the wheel, and we're not trying to, we want to create something new, but more than anything, you want to support the song. So, you know, when we go here, It's My Desire, you see how the band and everyone is moving at the same time. We got the bells doing that there, and then we have everything else right there doing that as well. And Bird's placement is impeccable. And if you're new to production and you're wondering what makes this song great, I think what makes this song great is one, the lyrics, and then just another thing is how the music is supporting the lyrics. And the foundation of this is the keys. The keys is really setting the precedence of the song. And then we have the supporting cast of like all of the aux and stuff like that. We're locked in with that melody. And that chord right there on the 5 is actually one of my favorite chords. I went to a live recording. Shout out to In His Presence Choir. They have a song on their record called Jesus. And in the song, they do this chord on here. You theory guys can maybe tell me what this chord is. And part of the melody of this song and part of just this song in general was kind of inspired by that song. They have a song called Jesus. It goes, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus is his name. So they're doing that chord on that song. When I produced this song, I was like, this is the perfect chord to add to this song. So we got that, draw me close, closer to your presence. That chord is, I don't know, it's something so special about that 5 chord right there. It just pulls on the heartstrings. And that's a chord that we are using this whole entire song, you know? Morgan, he's playing his part. Then we got this guitar in here. And these acoustic guitars is contact guitars. All right, so let's go back just a little bit, right? So we're still telling a story right here. We're still chilling right here. This is when the song goes to another level right here. Choir comes in. So all of this, these BGVs was recorded in my studio. This is my sister Shawnette, Jakari, Desmond. He arranged these vocals, but I mean, they did an incredible job. You know, we got the choir in here singing. We got the BGVs. It makes this song feel live, you know? And another thing I want to point out as well, we have a loop going on in this song. My boy Jared, he recorded another loop over top of what I was doing. When I was in the middle of this production and towards the end, the loop wasn't feeling like it was moving enough. It didn't feel good enough to me. So I asked him, could he record a loop on his MPC? And what you'll notice is on this part right here, there's a different loop. So we use 2 different loops on this song. So we got this loop right here. Got that loop. Then when the BGVs come in, we add this loop. That feels so good right there, you know? And then it comes in again towards this part as well. But I didn't want to forget to point that out because these are small details of the song that makes the song really, really good. And throughout this whole entire song, going back to this pad, we have the pad underneath this whole entire song. It is supporting what the keys is doing. Think of a pad as like a bed to sleep on. It's part of that foundation. And then we have all the auxiliaries supporting the song. Strings. So we got those strings in there. We're playing a lot of low ends as well. And another thing I want to say is about this song as well. One of the things that I wanted to do to make this song continue to feel live, I didn't want to stack this song with a bunch of auxiliaries. I think sometimes in gospel music, we get carried away with auxiliaries, you know? I believe in making the song feel good and making it sound full, but I wanted this song to really feel intentional, and I didn't want to add a bunch of synthesizers and just a bunch of random stuff. So I was very, very, very intentional when I recorded this song. Like, you hear a pad, you hear some light sine lead synths here and there to support some lines, and then you hear bells, and then you hear the loop. You just hear foundational stuff. You don't hear like a bunch of brassy synths and stuff like that. The song didn't call for that. So when you're producing music, think about, how can I serve this song the best, you know? And to add some tension right there, playing that melody and playing some bass as well with the strings. Next part, that's when we bring in that second loop right here. So as the song kind of goes to the next part, we bring in that extra loop. Got the crowd in there, you know? My man just took 20 measures right there, but that was like perfect placement right there. So he starts to take this line right here. Let me see where we're at. And I don't know how he did it, but he made it work, you know? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My man just took 7 measures right there. Let's solo it out. Bird really went crazy on this record. So everything that's not like you, and I come before you humbly, I draw near to you. That's John Code. This is when the song really just kind of gets to the top of the mountain. Then you notice we come back down. So we're still keeping that same chord progression, kind of, sort of. We got that. And that's mosaic pads right there. That's what the mosaic pads sound like. We're actually using that right there. If you want the link, you can check that out in the bio. So we got that. So we're using that progression on the vamp of the song to really just go somewhere. And from there, you know, we just got the choir singing, and we got the pad and stuff going on. You know? This is another cool plugin I used in this song. We use Exhale. I forgot who makes this plugin, but we use Exhale. That's a cool little plugin that I used. Fun fact, this outro was inspired by a Myron Butler song. He has a record where they do something similar like this at the end. If any of you know what song that is, let me know. Got the 8-inch song. And this is when Josh Orr comes in with the hymn right here. And we still have the crowd in here. Got that crowd in there. Then we bring in the loop. And Josh, of course, did his thing with this song. Let's just listen up. Got the loop in there. Let's get to the end of it. And Josh Orr is the reason this outro exists right here. I highlighted the lines that he did on organ, but he is the reason that this outro exists. So check this out. Let's go back a little bit. This is Josh Orr right here. So good. So good. So yeah, guys, that is my song Close. That's on my latest record, Evidence. If you haven't checked out that record, the whole entire record, if I must say so myself, is a masterpiece. If you're a musician, if you're a producer, if you're a singer, you're going to love that record. This was a fun little breakdown that we did. Please like this video for the algorithm. Sometimes the algorithm don't push out these videos, but more people need to hear about this song and hear about this process. So if you guys found some value in this video, if you have any questions, please ask them down below. I would love to answer you guys' questions pertaining to this song. But thank you guys for watching. If you like content like this, if you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. That's all we got today. We're out.